What is currently happening to the world and has been happening for some time now is getting worse and worse and worse, and in truth, it is almost too late. What am I talking about? I'm talking about degeneracy, uncontrollable lust, greed, and brain rot trash. Now, before I get started, I need you to know that everything I stated is degeneracy, and it has been corrupting everything. I have never seen in my life such unbelievable degeneracy. I've never seen losers, beyond losers, be worshipped. I've never seen such pathetic human beings in my life, and it is corrupting everything. Because I'm talking about losers and idiots, let's start first with social media. Let's start the first cause, which is man-children. I sit here, I am baffled at these man-children. These people who have no vanity, no honor. These people will do anything for attention. They are legitimately man-children, and they are worshipped. I'm sitting here watching this person. Everybody's running out to him, loving him, and I'm thinking, did this guy, did he cure lung cancer? What did he do? Did he just cure did he heal people? Like what's going on here? Why is everybody running out in the street to see a person? I'm not trying to call out anybody. What are these people known for? Okay, let's sit back and let's take a look at what they're known for and what they did and what they're doing. Now, you may not like what I'm about to say, but yeah, let's worship and appreciate the guy who's so overweight playing video games. Yeah, let's make fun of him. Let's do all this. Worshiping a guy that's barking, acting like a literal child, bringing women on their podcast, on their video, acting like a complete sodomite, treating these women like meat sacks, and they're prouded around to be as such. And this is the person that you like? You can show respect. You can even smile at a person that does these things. And I say worship because you are devoting extreme amount of time to watching these people. Hopefully it's not you, because you have a life and you have stuff to do and goals to achieve. And in truth, I don't even want to be making this video. I'm here to talk to you about power, the power within yourself, the system around you, to give you a hope and plan to prosper, to have better outcomes, such and etc. But I have to make this video just because of how degenerately bad it has already gotten. What has the world come to? Seriously, greatness is now who can have the most attention and views. Another thing about social media is, here's the truth. It is a race to who's the biggest degenerate. Who can have the most amount of attention. Let's do a walk in public and scream prank. Oh, that's not getting enough views. Let me do a fake steal prank. Let me do a punch a guy in the random face prank. It doesn't matter, because to these people, the only thing that matters is views and attention. So then what does that do to the world? What does that do when the people who are legitimately look the most successful, that everybody loves, legitimately successful people are around these degenerate clout chasers? What happens? Well, then the goal, right, to be successful is to be just like these degenerates. Okay, so then, he's having, these lustrous women on their podcast. Let me do the same. Okay, he's acting like a complete idiot. Let me do the same. But this time I'll have to be more idiot to get more attention. I'm baffled, truly, at how far it has gotten. Is it only me that is seeing this? That is the one and main reason why I'm making this video. I know it's not just me. I hope it isn't. I'm making this video that is completely off the topic about videos that I'm going to be making, because there's two reasons. Number one, this is just going to be a placeholder about what I'm talking about what's currently happening in the world. Number two, I genuinely want to know if people are thinking the same thing. Like, wow, people used to strive greater for themselves. People used to do great things, try to go the hard path, not the easy path. But now all you gotta do is jump up and down, bark, say gay things, just act like a literal buffoon, and you can talk to extremely successful people. You can go to heights that are unimaginable, gain money beyond control. Women who can sell their bodies can make thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars. The next one is I'm going to talk about lust. Uncontrollable lust, I said. So there's one and two reasons. The first one is no one has any control over what they say anymore. Anything goes. It doesn't matter. Just look at a beautiful woman's post, go to the comments, and you will just see the most disgusting stuff. It doesn't matter even on the video if the woman or man's doing lustrous stuff, because you will still see absolute degeneracy. You will see just women walking around, just women just doing anything. There could be a woman in the back and people will just act like absolute degenerates. Say, oh man, I don't even want to say some of this stuff. Like, is it pink? Like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, do you have no self-respect? Do you have no respect for other people? Like, are you that unfiltered? It is amazing that people will post this stuff like other people don't see it as well. To truly be someone of truly strong integrity, you do something what you think is true regardless if people are watching or not. But that's probably for another video. Regardless of that, people just let it go. They say whatever their mind thinks. Now, here's the second one. The second one is, you all know it. It is mainly in the majority, it's women. Women have been so over-sexualized. It is so sad what women and the standard of women has become now. Some sort of flesh object. And you can make a lot of money off of selling your image, selling the way you look. Now, am I for or against this? That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the consequences of what is currently going on. What it is doing to women is destroying them. What do I mean? I'll tell you. What happens when the value of a woman is only their body? What do you think happens to their mind? In beautiful people's mind, man or woman, which I will do another video on what I'm about to say in more depth. When you become nothing more than an object, when you focus only on your looks and views, you yourself, your soul in a sense, is destroyed. What need is your soul when your body is doing the whole job? The truth is that why be special? Why be unique? You don't need to increase or enhance these qualities when your body does the job. Why do you think people who do adult films almost are soulless? Why does it sometimes feel that models have almost no soul? Because they've relied on their looks. What does this do to women? This shows that your image, the way you look, comes first. Not what you do, not how you act, not how special you are, and not to be truly who you want to be. When you live in a world where the way you look is so praised that you can be financially free, you could either grind hard, work at a job you probably don't want to work, listen to some dumbass boss talk about you need to do this, wash the dishes, and then mop the floor, and then pick up that guy's throw up. Or you could take pictures of yourself, do a little dance for people, get praised, get money. All you gotta do is just show videos of yourself, spread your legs, show everybody what they want to see for a price. What the fuck? And this is for the men, y'all. Porn is for free. Porn is for free. Use your imagination. What are you doing? That's in a whole other video where I'm going to be shitting on all the simps, that's just a whole other video. Let's talk about these men paying for, like, absorbently paying these women certain things, large sums of money to spit on the camera and tell them they're dumb. I mean, the next one I'll talk about is greed. Now, what I already talked about, wanting attention, doing all this and that, doing anything, is for money. Selling your coochie online for $5 a month because of money. Doing the most dumbest stuff. Getting attention makes you more famous, in return makes you more money. That's why these people are doing it. More money equals more power. Greed has been a thing as old as humans, but it has only increased and increased. I'm not even going to talk about the rich getting richer, certain political movements, certain things that is going on in this current economy, housing system, job market is terrible. You all know it. Everybody doesn't want to have a job. Why the would you slave away just to barely make it? That's a whole other video that I will gladly be doing here soon. Is 9 to 5 slavery. Why the would you grind all day to a job you don't fucking like and just make enough to be poor as fuck? That's what happens when your economy is so greedy. It ruins everything. Is greed bad? Well, I don't know if you want the truth to that. The truth is, no. Not if used correctly. Only when it consumes everything, you have no control. Remember, if you want to be rich, which I know you want to be rich, right? You want to be wealthy, right? You want to be financially free, right? You need more greed, more ambition than the person next to you. So is greed a completely bad thing? I'll make a separate video on that. No. Controlling these desires, controlling these things can lead you to even greater heights. But I'm talking about the greed that is destroying everything. System, people, movies, stuff that was very special. The next one is just as important. It is brain rot, trash. What I mean clips of things that are so meaningless, so useless. What do I mean? I'll tell you. These are things that when you watch them, the minute you scroll, the minute you click off, you can't even remember because it is that garbage. What are these things? I will get in more depth in another video. These things that show up on your For You page, boom, hour of your day gone. And what did you watch? You can't even fucking remember. Stuff that literally makes you mentally disabled, a lesser human. It's even hard for me to fathom. It is things so worthless, it almost brings you down to another level. In truth, I don't know much about this stuff. I truly don't watch it, nor when I see it come up, I don't find it interesting. It's a maturity difference. I'm not trying to be rude, it's literally just maturity difference. You kind of grow out of stuff that is worthless, that is a waste of time. Stuff that is blocking, wasting your time, blocking your vision, putting you in another space is almost like a threat. Because you want to be better, you don't want to be less, right? So why are you listening to a person that's babbling about nothing, that's worthless, that gives you nothing? It is a waste of your time. And I would pity you, and maybe I do, because no one has taught you how important your time is. How the time you're spending right now watching me, you're never getting back. So you can do it by learning certain things. You can do about learning about power, which I'll teach you. You can use your time learning about different ways of how to gain money, how to be the best version of yourself, or you can spend it watching brain rot trash, watching people talk about nothing. You live on your day, and then by the time you're older, you're wondering, oh, where did my life go? That is the problem with brain rot. It is almost like a time vortex, and it lessens your brain. It makes you less of a human. Imagine the difference between someone who constantly watches stuff that's worthless and someone who constantly watches stuff that's actually worth something that's towards their goal. Do you think they can even talk to each other? Of course not. They're nearly completely different, if not almost in all aspects completely different. One values their time, the other one, they don't even think of their time at all. They just waste it. And I say waste because every single hour, every single minute, you choose your destiny. You're just sitting there looking at nothing. You look up, it's light time. You scroll, you look up, it's nighttime. This stuff drains your soul, wastes your time. It is made to do these things. Your For You page is literally made to where you're nearly addicted to it. You must rise above these things. The overall truth is that I said it's almost too late. You need to listen very closely. It is almost too late. These man children, these people who accept brain rot garbage trash, which could be you. Why not accept it? It's the way the world is, right? These greedy people, these lustful people, the lustful culture, greedy, all of it, that culture, it is almost too late because it is being glorified. What does this mean? This means, how do you reverse this? Truly, how do you tell the man child, the degenerate that's doing anything for views, that what he's doing is wrong, is ruining people? We're going backwards as a human species. How do you tell him that when everybody loves him? He's making thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars. Everybody likes him. How do you tell him to go the harder route? How do you tell him to change? How do you tell him that you're making a whole new generation of just degenerate, attention-seeking, buffoon, consumer idiots? And I wouldn't say I'm afraid, but I am afraid that what I'm saying might be too much for you. I hope not. Please comment. Truly, I want you to comment. I want to hear what you think about what I am saying. There's probably two different types of people. The first one is the person's like, oh, I can't believe you're talking. Speed, these people, Aiden, how could you say that, man? You're just a hater. You're jealous of these people. You're just jealous because they're getting money, and you're just. There's that person. The second one is the one that's like, wow, maybe he's right. I agree. I'm tired of seeing women be exploited. I'm tired of seeing man children gain so much success while I grind my ass off every day. I'm seeing some absolute buffoon idiot have so much success, but it's more than just envy and jealousy. You're genuinely tired and sick of seeing losers, degenerates, people who are not worthy of true greatness, true height, gain the level of power and respect that they have. I genuinely want you to comment. Share this to other people. I want to hear genuinely what everyone has to say. If you're tired, if you're fed up with this over-sexualized world, if you're tired of seeing this world almost be fucking cooked, I genuinely want to see. when true power comes into play, when you understand the value of life, your time, the effort on what it takes to be great, the effort of sacrificing things, the sad sacrifice necessary to understand the truth, to become something beyond yourself, to become even greater than you ever were. These things are all more valuable than everything I listed before. These things should be at the pinnacle, at the top. You should see people making new innovations, being the best absolute version of themselves. You shouldn't have to see these people. I don't have to explain, you already know. And it can happen that way. You have that power, and I have that power. Never forget how powerful you are.